season as I am and you want to change a few things in your room to make it a bit more springy, then I have the perfect ideas for you. None of these are really hard. They're all super easy. If I can do it, you can do it, guys. I always say that in my DIYs because it is like so true. I am not like an amazingly talented creative person. So we're making a few different types of DIYs. A couple of them can go on the wall, some of them can go on a shelf or a desk. So you'll have lots of variety in this video. So if you guys decide to recreate any of these spring DIYs, send them to me using the hashtag #SpringHasSprung. Alright guys, I'm ready to get into this, so let's get started.
Everybody's looking for that something.
Alright guys, so the first thing we are making is this adorable butterfly wreath. I'm obsessed, it is so cute. So you're going to need a wooden stick wreath, some fake butterflies, I got these from the Dollar Tree, and a hot glue gun. So I'm going to start by laying out my butterflies all onto my wreath just to kind of get an idea of where I want them to go and the color scheme I want to go with, just kind of laying it out before we glue anything down. And then I'm going to start gluing my butterflies down. So I started with a bigger one and I'm just kind of working my way around the wreath, just placing them in different positions, different angles, and kind of alternating the colors and just making sure that everything is nice and stuck down.
Ain't nobody love like you.
So this is literally like so easy. It takes no creative skills whatsoever to do this DIY. So I totally recommend this for you guys because it turns out so cute. And after I glue all my butterflies down, I'm going to glue a few bright yellow flowers just to bring more of a spring theme into it. And I really think this added a nice finishing touch. And we're finished, guys. The last step is to hang it up. I decided to put mine on my door and it is super cute. I am in love.
Give me one reason to stay here and I'll turn right back.
The next thing we are making are these adorable spring picture frames. These are super colorful and I love them. So you're going to need some scrapbook paper in various patterns, 6 5x7 picture frames, and some white spray paint. So first I'm spray painting all 6 of my picture frames white because I want them to all be the same color, but I picked 6 ones that had different textures and the frames are all shaped a little bit different, so they'll have a little bit of variety, but they're still all going to be white. Next, I'm taking a regular piece of copy paper and I'm tracing it onto my scrapbook paper. And I'm doing this because I'm going to use my printer to print out my letters and it has to be a size that can fit into my printer. So once I trace it, I'm just going to cut it out using some scissors and then we'll have some paper that is the exact right size to fit in the printer. Next, I'm going on my computer and typing in my letters and deciding what font and size I want to go with. And once I have decided, I'm going to press print and print out each of my letters on 6 different colors of scrapbook paper. The black ink didn't show up quite as bold as I wanted it to, so I'm going to go back over mine in Sharpie. But this part is completely optional. You don't have to do this. I just wanted my letters to be really bold and stand out on the colored scrapbook paper. Next, I'm going to use the little insert that was in my picture frames because it's the 5x7 size, and I'm going to trace that onto the back of my scrapbook paper so that I can cut it out and just know exactly what size they need to be to fit into each of my picture frames.
It might take away my life. I just want someone to hold me. Oh.
Now that I have all 6 letters in the word spring, I'm going to start inserting them into my picture frame. So I'm just popping them in and closing the back and they look like this and I'm obsessed. I think they're so cute. So the last step is to add them to the back of my desk and they're so colorful and springy and I'm just pretty much obsessed with these, you guys. They turned out adorable. Next, we are making this super cute birds on a vine picture frame. So you're going to need 1 large picture frame, some different patterns of scrapbook paper, a bird stencil, some copper wire, some ribbon, and a hot glue gun. So I went on Google, found this picture of a bird, and I'm just going to print that out onto cardstock and use it as a stencil. So then I'm tracing it onto the back of one of my patterns of scrapbook paper, and this is super easy, just tracing around the lines of the bird, and then I'm going to use my scissors to cut that out.
About being free, but now he's changed his mind. I know they'll be coming to find me soon, but my star.
So now that my little birdies are cut out on different patterns of scrapbook paper, I'm going to start removing the backing of my frame. So I'm literally taking everything out of this frame except the frame itself. So the glass, the cardboard, and the little paper in the middle, it's all getting removed. And then I'm going to flip it over on the back and stretch my wire out to see about how much I'll need to go across my frame. Snip that with my scissors and then start hot gluing it. So I'm just putting a glob of hot glue and then holding it down so it can dry. And I'm doing the same thing on the other side. It takes a few seconds to dry, but it should hold pretty good. Then I'm wrapping some of my ribbon around my wire and I'm folding it on top of each other and gluing it together so it makes this cute little ribbon shape. And then I'm going to decide where I want it to go on my bird, add a little dab of hot glue, and then hold it down and let that dry for a few seconds. I'm also going to put a little bit on the wire so they won't be sliding down the wire and they're pretty much going to stay in one position. The last step is to add them to a shelf or hang them on the wall, and they're super cute and springy and I am obsessed. I love how these turned out.
I was a liar, I gave into the fire.
The last DIY we're making is this adorable wooden flower letter. So you're going to need some fake flowers, a big wooden letter, a hot glue gun, and some white spray paint. So I'm going to start by spray painting my wooden letter white, and the reason I'm doing this is because I'm not going to be able to cover the full thing in flowers, so I want to make sure that there's no wood showing through. If anything does show through, it'll be white. Once that dries, I'm going to begin gluing my flowers onto my wooden letter. So I decided to use different color sunflowers because I thought they were really cute and springy and colorful. So I'm just alternating colors and going down one side of my letter.
You got her in your heart. All I really care is you wake up in my arms.
And once I'm finished with that side, I'm going to go back and do the exact same thing on the other side and continue to alternate colors and make sure that everything is glued down nice and good so they're not going to fall off when you hang it on the wall. And once you're finished, you just hang it up. I used one nail and that's it. This brings a lot of color to my room and it looks super cute on the wall. Alright guys, that is all of the DIYs I have to show you in this video. I really hope you enjoyed all of these spring room decor ideas. I really loved making these. They bring a really nice spring feeling to my room. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!